Hi guys. Chances are women have fantasized about you more than once. You just didn't notice. But after watching this video, you'll know exactly how to tell when a woman is sexually attracted to you. 99% of guys miss these signals until it's too late. But recognize them and you'll start spotting opportunities most guys never even see. Now, a word of caution. These signs are not guaranteed because women are very nuanced, but they do apply to the vast majority. Stick around until the end because I'll break down real life examples for each sign and the psychology behind why they happen so you actually understand on a deep level what's going on. And if you're ready to learn the psychological triggers that make her chase you, grab my book Attraction Secrets after the video. The link's in the description. Let's go ahead and get into it. Number 1, she finds reasons to touch you. When a woman's sexually attracted to you, her hands won't stay to themselves. It's not some innocent touch. It's the accidental brushes, the playful pushes, the touches that last a second too long. She touches your arm when she laughs or fixes something on your shirt that doesn't even really need fixing. But even more so, if her hand lingers or she finds an excuse to touch your leg or your thigh or your arm or your hands, that's not by accident. Women don't touch men they're not turned on by. You'll see it happen like this. You're sitting next to her, and as she laughs at your joke, she casually rests her hand on your thigh for just a second too long. Or maybe she leans in to brush some lint off your shirt, even if there wasn't any. These are not accidents. They're deliberate signals that she wants you to notice her touch. And it's not just about testing the waters, it's her brain releasing dopamine. Dopamine is the pleasure chemical that makes her crave more of that physical connection with you. The longer she touches you, the more addictive you become in her mind, making her want to stay close to you. Number 2, her eye contact is intense and prolonged. When a woman wants you, her eyes lock onto you with a look that's impossible to ignore. Her look holds longer than normal, and sometimes you'll catch her watching you when she thinks you won't notice. But the biggest giveaway, watch where her eyes go when you're talking. Picture this. You're in mid-conversation and her eyes drop from your eyes down to your lips and then back up to your eyes again. She's waiting for you to make a move. And if her eyes dip lower to your chest, hands, or below the belt, that's deliberate. That's her mind stripping you down right there. And it's not just about interest. Prolonged eye contact triggers the amygdala, the part of the brain that's responsible for emotional responses. The more eye contact you share, the more intense the emotional connection becomes, heightening the attraction. Number 3, her body language opens up. A woman's body language doesn't lie. When she's sexually attracted to you, her posture and movements shift in ways she can't control. She angles her body towards you. She leans in close when you speak, even when there's plenty of space. But the signs go even deeper than that. It's the way her body reacts when she's drawn to you. Watch her legs. They might uncross or point towards you, signaling openness. Her shoulders relax and her chest opens up more. She leans into your personal space, tilting her head when she listens, exposing her neck as a subconscious sign of trust and affection. And if she mirrors your movements, adjusting her posture or gestures to match yours, it's her body's way of building connection without even saying a word. Here's what that looks like. You're standing beside her, and she shifts closer until her arm or shoulder brushes against yours. When she laughs, she lightly touches your arm or tilts her head back, exposing her neck. As the conversation flows, her body points more towards you, and she doesn't pull away when you lean in closer to her. If you notice these signs, it's not just that she's being comfortable, she's inviting you in. It's her brain naturally copying your movements without her even realizing it. This only happens when she feels connected to you. The more she mirrors you, the stronger her connection is. Number 4, she plays with her appearance around you. When a woman's attracted to you, she becomes hyper aware of how she looks when you're around. You'll see her fixing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or putting on lip gloss when she knows you're watching. But here's the key. Pay attention to what she wears. If her outfits get tighter or more revealing or shows more skin when she knows that she's going to see you, that's not a coincidence. That's her way of getting your attention without saying a word. Let me paint the scene for you. You're out with a group of friends and she disappears into the bathroom. When she comes back, her lipstick is freshly applied. She starts running her fingers through her hair as she sits next to you. And then later, she leans in just a little too close when she speaks, enough to where you could smell her perfume. That's her way of inviting you to take things further. She's just waiting to see if you will. And it's not solely about looks, because this taps into the scarcity principle. When a woman's attracted to you, she subconsciously wants to stand out from other women who are also competing for your attention. The more exclusive your attention feels, the more valuable it becomes in her mind. This is what drives her to enhance her appearance in an effort to keep your focus on her. Number 5, her conversations take a sexual turn. When a woman wants you, her words expose more than you would ever think. She teases you, she makes playful jokes, or she drops flirtatious comments. She's testing your response. But the real giveaway? How she says it. Her voice gets softer, slower, or more playful. She's raising the tension. And if she starts asking personal questions like what type of women you you like, if you're single, or anything dealing with your past relationships, she's not just curious. She's checking to see if she even has a shot. Picture this. You're talking and she playfully asks, "So do you always look this good, or is this just for me?" She says it with a smirk that leaves no room for confusion. Or maybe she jokes, "You better be careful. Someone might take advantage of you looking like that." Comments like these are not random. They're her way of testing your responses to see if you'll actually escalate the interaction. But there's more going on here. Her voice softens and slows because of her autonomic nervous system kicking in. This is the system in the body that regulates little involuntary reactions like heartbeat or breath when she's aroused. Her voice naturally becomes slower and more breathy. Each little teasing comment is designed to spike your dopamine levels, intensifying the tension and making her crave your response even more. Number 6, she compliments your appearance or your physique. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, she notices how you look, and she won't be able to stop herself from pointing it out. If she compliments your body, your smile, or the way you smell, that's not just like small talk. That's her letting you know that she's paying attention to you. And if her compliments lean more towards the physical traits, like mentioning your muscles or your jawline or how good you look in certain clothes, she's not just being nice. She's imagining what it'll feel like to get closer to you. For example, she might run her hand across your arm and say, "Wow, you've been working out, huh? I can tell." Or maybe she leans in slightly and says, "You smell really good. What cologne is that?" The more specific and personal the compliment is, the stronger the attraction is. And if she pairs it with a long stare or a subtle smile, she's waiting for you to take the next step. For those of you that's read my book, you know firsthand that I explain a psychological principle called the halo effect. Basically, when someone is physically attracted to you, their brain starts to associate you with other desirable traits like confidence, strength, and dominance. Her compliments is her brain's way of reinforcing that attraction, making it harder to ignore the chemistry between you. Number 7, she gets nervous around you. Here's the sign most men overlook. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her nervous system responds, literally. You'll notice her breathing gets faster, her voice lowers, or she stumbles over her words. She might blush or fidget with her clothes or laugh at things that aren't even really funny. Why? Because her body's reacting to the chemistry between you two. Picture this. You start talking to her and she adjusts her shirt or plays with her jewelry like she's trying to stay composed. Her breathing becomes slightly more shallow when you stand close, and her laugh becomes quicker and louder than the situation even really calls for. Like she's trying to cover up her nerves. If your hand touches hers, she might pull back for a second before letting it happen again. It's very subtle, but when you catch these reactions, she's not just solely nervous, she's attracted. This happens because the fight or flight part of her brain activates when she's near someone she's attracted to. Her heart rate increases, the pupils of her eyes dilate, and her brain releases adrenaline, causing those telltale signs like faster breathing and nervous laughter. These physical reactions are completely involuntary, meaning that she's not trying to do it, her body is just reacting, making them some of the most reliable signs of attraction. Here's a bonus sign for you guys. She creates opportunities to be alone with you. This one is so obvious that most men miss it. If a woman's sexually attracted to you, she'll find ways to get you alone. She'll suggest hanging out just the two of you, or stick around when everyone else leaves. And if she invites you over to her place or hints that you should go back to yours, don't overthink it. That's her making the first move without saying the actual words. For example, after a night out with friends, she might say, "Hey, you should come over for a couple of drinks," unless you have somewhere else to be. Or maybe she might mention how she doesn't feel like being alone. Women rarely put themselves in situations where something could happen unless they're hoping it will. This taps into what psychologists call the proximity attraction. When a woman is attracted to you, she naturally seeks more opportunities for physical and emotional closeness. By creating situations where you two are alone together, she's lowering the barriers that might hold you back from making a move, because this makes it easier for things between you two to escalate. So here's the bottom line. If she's touching you, locking eyes, leaning in close, finding reasons to be alone with you, and dropping hints that go beyond minor flirting, she's not just being friendly, she's waiting for you to make a move. Women rarely say it outright because they don't want to risk rejection. So instead, they drop hints, hoping you'll notice. So the next time you're with a woman and you see these signs, you don't have to hesitate. Hold your frame, take the lead, and watch what happens. And if you're ready to take the guesswork out of attraction and learn how to actually make her chase you, grab my book, Attraction Secrets. Links in the description. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.